be jumping ahead to that, Mariah, in just a little bit. But right now we have one of the favorite brands here at QVC called Miz Mooz. And Miz Mooz is a brand that was started by a father and son team. They are still together. They were based in New York City. They have offices in Italy, so they have ethically sourced European leathers that they put into their sandals. Now, I've heard from a lot of you that have said, I love the whole Miz Mooz story. I love the fact that it's leather on the outside, leather on the inside, lined in leather. But sometimes they're a little bit too casual or maybe a little bit too funky for me, and I'd like something a little bit more classic. So when I took a look at the Dorothy, I was just like, okay, there's no place like home. All right, that's a bad pun, but I had to say it. There's no place like home, because look at this shoe. If you've been looking for something a little more classic, if you've been looking for something a little bit dressier, if you've been looking for something that is a little bit more maybe elegant, you got it. And half our quantity is gone. We brought this in last week. We've already had half our quantity sold. It is brand new, and we'll do European sizes, but first I want to take you through the colors. And you know what? You don't get beautiful wrapping around your foot like this unless we're talking about the best leathers. First of all, this is black, but what I love about the black for you is that you do get that brown back strap. So this is going to go with black and brown. That reminds me of a Dooney bag, just like one of the great Dooney bags we have coming up in It's Your Time, our premiere miniseries starting tonight at 10 o'clock. Then we have the one that's just going to be your absolute beautiful neutral. It's called Almond. And I always honor my mom. I'm going to be talking about her in the next show as we talk about It's Your Time, because your time is all the time, no matter how old you are, no matter where you are in your life. So there is the scarlet, but I love the fact that it is grounded in a way by the brown. So $28 on Easy Pay, free shipping and handling. Catherine Martin is joining us. She's one of our experts. And Catherine, I would love you to take us through the sizing on this, because it's European sizing, but what a lot of people don't realize, it's actually a little bit more forgiving than when you're doing like the regular numerical sizing here at QVC or anywhere in the US, but especially here when we talk about shoes.
Right, and I think a lot of people get afraid when they hear European sizing, but do not. It's very, very easy. I'm a 7, so I'd wear a 37. You have the US sizes on the right, the European, excuse me, on the left, the European on the right. Just follow that size chart across. Now, these are very, very true to size, so if you have any questions about those half sizes, just size up, but again, really easy.
So what's really jumping out at me at this one, Catherine, and I love that Carrie, my producer, just said, these are cute, is a lot of Miz Mooz have a very kind of funky, very specific look. I love it, but a lot of people have said to me, Jane, are you ever going to bring in anything from Miz Mooz that's a little bit more classic, maybe a little bit dressier? And I really think this is it, without sacrificing the comfort, because we've gotten this nice, sweet little low heel. I mean, they are beautiful on the foot.
I absolutely agree, and I love how you have mentioned that they are so classic, this particular style. This is your Saturday errand shoe. This is your Sunday brunch shoe. This is your vacation shoe. I mean, it's going to work for everything, and I love that too. We have that overlaid leather that looks really, really beautiful. I'm talking about second skin hello.
Yes.
Shine, burnishing. I mean, just such a great hug for the foot. And I love how they really incorporated those V's in the vamp line, as long as on the instep line as well. I mean, super, super comfortable. So you were mentioning
so much leather, Catherine. You know, my grandfather, I don't know if you know this, my grandfather was an Italian shoemaker. He came over through Ellis Island in the early part of the 20th century, and that was his trade. And although he died long before I was born, his legacy lived. Although my dad was not a shoemaker, he learned about shoes and how to make shoes at his dad's side. And so he was always the shoe expert in the family. And he used to call something like this a shoe within a shoe, because it's actually lined in leather. So that's next to your skin. The footbed is leather, but even more padding, thanks to the fact that our father-son team has listened to the QVC customer to give you something so beautiful. So as we wrap this up, I want to take you through the colors. One more time, we have it in black, but then again, you get that pop of brown. If you want the neutral, which is a great way to go, that's the almond, fewer than 100. We're well over half gone in this shoe. And then let's talk about my mom that loved a red shoe. There's the scarlet, only 3 dozen left. Catherine, thank you so much. We'll see you soon.
Thank you,
in
Jane.
shoe
I'll see you
shopping.
soon.
Thank you. And by the way, this one ships for free, so yay. All right, so Carrie's my producer. We were getting together talking about our brand